Hey, how's it going again, everyone? We are back at it with another double mystery deck box. Well, I guess maybe a little bit less into mystery, just because I did go through both decks, just because the previous one that I probably uploaded that you saw, hopefully you saw it, I didn't fully organize everything because I thought it would be more fun that way. But you know what? Internally, I was like, you know what? This isn't what I like. You know, I like being spontaneous, but I want to be controlled, craziness. That's what I am. Controlled craziness or controlled chaos. However you want to put it. So the two decks I have in here, I'll spill the beans. I will spill the beans for you and try not to make too much of a mess. I have my Dark Magician deck, and another fan favorite is my Unchained deck. So I feel like one of the most loved decks on Master Duel, just because a lot of people love them. So yes, we're going to dive into that right here below. So I'll see you right over there. Alright, everyone, so we are back at it at the amazing testing zone area. Now that I look at the camera more, I don't know how you guys feel about this angle. Maybe I need to zoom in more. But I just wanted to make sure that everything is beautifully shown. So there we go for that. And then, let's start off with the Unchained. Just because, I don't know if maybe I ordered it in the past and never got it. Or, yeah, maybe I got scammed. Hopefully not. Right off the bat, I'll show you, I don't want to say side deck, but more just mystery cards. Is the Swage de Fleur. I thought about this. I have 3 copies in there. And yeah, let's dive into the main deck. You know what? While this is going, let's see. Can I zoom into this? I feel like this is going to be fun while we're going at it. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. All right. Who would have thought? Who would have thought I could have done this from the get-go? And that looks beautiful. Alrighty. So with that going, let's get this bad boy started. So now I get to show you. There he is, or she is. Probably don't want to misgender a Yu-Gi-Oh card. That would get me in trouble. Come on now. But yes, let us start off with, let's start off with the extra deck, just because I just wanted to tell you, obviously you have the main boss monster, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I have cards missing because there are a plethora of empty spots in my extra deck, so I'm thinking that I did order more and I just never got them, so that's kind of annoying, so I need to look into that. And then 3 and then 2? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm missing definitely more of the extra deck. So yeah, there is that. And now let's get into the normal main deck. So I do have the classic Unchained Monsters, 3 of him. Yeah. There we go. Because also, like last time, I feel like I don't really say the names just because I feel like everyone pauses the video anyway if they ever want to look at something. And I know there's so many videos out there, so my decks are usually unconventional, so that's why it's fun. So those were the big boys of Unchained. And let's get into the other classic Unchained cards. And I'll just put you on top. Look at that. So we have 9 of the classic Unchained level 3 monsters. So, boom, let's put you all together and put you back to this side. I don't know why that is sliding all around. I forgot the brand of these sleeves, but I do like this company overall, so I'm not going to complain. And then for more extenders, that would be fun to have Parallel Exceed. Just because literally the whole deck is just spamming links. I like how I said dank. Because, yeah, it is dank. And then for more of the destruction effects, I feel like this is great with these guys. So this helps you get more copies of the other one. Obviously, I know, I didn't want to fully explain. But, I just feel like when people see that, they're like, what a pendulum. So, yeah, that's why I feel like it's a nice attention grabber. And then, yeah, I was thinking of having more of the Gradles, but I don't know. For now, I did the 3. I like the Eagle. So there we go. And then the last monster is one nib. Just because even though people are like, oh, but in the modern format, okay, not everyone plays like everything modern. Okay, so it's still pretty good. 3 of you, and then 3 of you. There we go. For more of the classic, focus on the whole archetype. You can't be playing Unchained and, not make it a focus. That's what I told you in the last video, if I even posted after the whole debacle of zooming in. Where I like to, if I do an archetype, I want to make sure I use all of its resources, unless they're totally garbage, but, So that's why you might see more than anything else. And the last 2 spells, Change of Heart, Monster Reborn, just because, literally, just because. I don't know, like I said, I like being unconventional. What are you going to do? Alright, more of the Unchained. There we go. And then the last 3 cards that are not Unchained, but, are still just, I feel like, good traps that, I don't know, for some reason I just felt like putting them in. Torrential, that makes sense because destruction triggers off. But then just because things are problematic, I really love Warning Point. I feel like no one gives Warning Point enough credit. So yeah, that is the deck list. So yes, have an awesome rest of your day, everyone. I'm kidding, we're not done yet. We're about to dive into the Dark Magician deck as well. I put this away and think about my life choices, knowing that I just showed off a deck with some missing extra deck, which really makes me wonder, did I waste money and not get it? So, it's time to call up the credit card company after this. So here we go. Luckily also arranged the deck earlier. So you know what, might as well. I'll just continue the theme. Nah, I can't. I'll be conventional. I'll do extra deck at the end. I really thought about breaking it, but not today. So Dark Magician, there we go. I feel like I used to have so many different cool copies of Dark Magician. I'm like so bad like when I was younger with like my awesome like cards that like, I don't know, I think I just had them stolen. I was like too innocent of a kid, which really hurts in hindsight because I'm like, besides money, just like even having them is cool, like it would have been cool having like 3 different Dark Magicians. So whatever, it's fine. These are still cool ones. And then here we go. No Dark Magician Girl. So you're taking her place. Yeah, I don't know why I chose the red text for these, for the Illusion Apprentice. But it's fine. Then here we go. We do the 3 rod. And then I only do 2 of the robe. And then rounding it out, I would say this is like the main key core, like Dark Magician. The rest is then where I call it the more splashable, I guess, focus of it. So this is where I have my Timaeus. So I have 3 Timaeus, just because I like Timaeus. And then I have 3 of the Illusion. I know, I feel like 3 is probably overkill, but yeah, I really like the whole idea of just, how his name also acts as Dark Magician. So you can use even more plays for fusions, because that's what the focus of this deck is really fusion heavy, without like, going into branded, because I feel like everyone wants to be branded. Let's go Brandon. And then 2 of the Red Eyes. I don't know, I feel like everyone's always worried about bricks and etc., but I don't know, I feel like having 2 isn't too bad, honestly. I feel like it works. And then the last 4 monsters I feel like are just, staples I like. So DD Crow I have, 2 Veilers, and a Pankrataps. There we go, Mr. Pankrataps, alright. And now off to the spells! So the 3 circles, there we go, because life is like a circle. Alright, 1 Salvation, and then also I have the 2 Timaeus, because even though we have obviously the big boy Timaeus, but I also just like having the monster just because I obviously, besides the effect being amazing for fusions, it's just also really strong. So, there's a part of me where I'm like, do I want to send it to the graveyard? So I'm like, nah, let me use the spells. And this is also why I'm not too worried about the red eyes, because besides having the other ways to fusion, I have the 3 red eyes fusion. So no matter what, I feel pretty solid with that. So there's that for the main kind of Dark Magician focus of the spells. And then I would say, again, also like 4 staples. I like having an upstart just because, is there a chance you're going to brick? Yeah, okay, so this helps. Everything is so back row focused, so Harpy's Feather. And then also just because I like it. Raigeki, I have 2 Raigekis. Just because, I feel like so many people have negations. So if you draw 2 of these, you really are in an amazing situation, because guess what? They negate 1, boom, you could do it right after. Help clear the board. And yeah, just because, I don't know, I feel like we go from phases of, is back row stronger than monster effects? I still feel like monster effects are the big deal. And the last 2 types of cards is we have 2 souls, and then we have, the 2 navigations. So that is it. I feel like trap cards, you don't need too many. Let's off to the extra deck, which I love this extra deck. It's just so pretty. And it's just so nice how, if it's a long game, you literally can go through so many of them, and I love it. I love having the option of just having a variety of fusion cards. Obviously, you gotta have 3 Dragoon. It's just so crazy to me how amazing this card is. It's just mind-blowing. And the fact that, this isn't, used, more than it is. It was used with Verte, even though I ironically pulled a Verte when it came out, and I never made the deck. I never made this deck until recently, just because, I don't know, I'm always the type where I don't like to use things that are too meta. But, the fact that no one cares about this card anymore, it's crazy to me. This is the one small kind of rant I need to talk about, because I love the artwork is amazing, and it's just literally one of the best cards of all time, and the fact that it's so underused is just crazy to me. I know everyone will probably say reasons why, and I get it. It's just I'm shook. So yeah, I have 1 Paladin. I also had an old school Seeker one as a kid. And that's also what I love and hate about this deck. I love this deck just because it's so nostalgic, so cool. But then it also hurts me because I'm I had all these cards stolen away. That DD Crow is one I pulled as a kid. I don't really have many DD Crows. That might be the only one. I don't even know. But whatever. Back to this Cavalry. The Cavalry has arrived. I pulled one of the Chaoses, and then I was like, they're cheap. Let me get a playset. And then the Dragon Knight I also pulled, so I thought it'd be cool. Wow, I'm blanking on the name of this card. Oh yeah, Mysterion. I don't know, Mysterion I just thought was a fun, neat kind of card that I feel would have nice synergy. A Chimera, just because you can summon Chimera. Pretty sure, yeah, you could fuse off Chimera, unless I am blanking off. But I feel you can with the Timaeus monster. So yeah, and then the only 2 links I have, just because I really like the Relinquished one, just because level 1s, and then obviously the Crowley. But for the most part, I feel in my older build I had of Magicians, I used him, but very rarely do I actually use that card now. So yes, that is it for the decks, everyone. While someone's probably getting PTSD seeing a $30 card being flown around like that, but don't worry, it is safe. I am delicate, and I love you all. So yes, have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, stay healthy, and just admire this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, I love him. All right, ta-ta everyone. I'll see you in on the next one.